Hey, what's going on everyone? Shiva Sapkota here with another Tesla accessory review. Today we're taking a look at the product called Ctrl Bar. This is a product that was kick-started last year and a lot of people talking about it. I did a poll in the channel asking you all a couple of weeks ago if you wanted to see a review of this, and you all said yes, so here's the review. I have a link as well as a discount code Shiva Tesla where you should be able to save some money. I don't know how much the discount is because they haven't activated that code yet, but they say you should be able to save some money. Thank you very much. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. All right, let's do a quick unboxing. This is how the box comes with. It is definitely a control bar. They put it on the outside box here, and it's a pretty simple device actually. They send you all the wiring that needs to happen. So this is a USB-C to USB-C. This is angled, and I'll show you where you can plug this in. And then there is a USB-C to A. This is where you can plug this into the glove box of your car. If you have a USB-A in your glove box, all new cars do, so that the routing is pretty short. This C end goes into the control bar. This just goes all the way to the glove box in your Sentry mode. You're gonna need a splitter for that. But this long cable is just going from USB-C to all the way in the back of the center console, and this is a longer cable there. They send you some alcohol pads so you can clean up your screen before you put this in. Here is all the rest of the cabling, and they actually give you a splitter here. So if you want to go on the glove box, this is the splitter. You plug it into the USB-A and you can use two different ones for input and output. So that's pretty great for glove box. And then the rest of this packaging just comes with a lot of stickers where you can program these stickers to be whatever you want. As you see, whatever you're programming these 6 buttons to be, you can then just slap the stickers on so you know exactly what those buttons do for you. If you have a favorite process feature, as you see, there is a lot, and if you just want to program it directly here, then you are able to do that. And then they also send you these clips for wire routing. If you look at it, they got 3M adhesive in the back. You peel this up, and then you can route the wire through here. So that's the purpose of this whole thing. And this is the control bar. So if we remove this, they send you an extra 3M adhesive. If you want to stick this, or this, you have issues, or you need to remove it and stick it again in the future. And this is it. So if you look at it on the back, there's the 3M adhesive. You just remove this and paste it on your screen. This controller here, it has got this USB-C input, and this is where we get the power for this device. Essentially, this just needs a power. There's nothing else. The Bluetooth unit is embedded here, and these are 2 knobs that you have, and then you got 6 buttons with a little screen here. And then in the bottom, if you look at it, there is a whole bunch of LEDs. This is the one that lights at night, and we'll do a demo of this. So super simple, no OBD unit, no Bluetooth module, no nothing. It doesn't even connect to the car. This just needs power. So in a nutshell, if you wanted to just plug this in and have a power bank behind, you could power this with a power bank without requiring any wires as well. The installation is very straightforward, honestly. You just have to use some alcohol pads to clean the screen. So let me show you facing towards you here. You just clean the bottom. We have already done that. They send you plenty of alcohol wipes, and the next step is to just remove this 3M adhesive cover and just remove this. Then we are just going to insert it here. Don't press it yet. Just align this properly. So where it is in the very middle, just align everything. And once you are happy with the orientation here, that is when you are just going to push this down and hold it for, a few seconds at least. If you're doing this on an extremely cold day, right now it's like 59 degrees Fahrenheit, so I think we're gonna be okay. But if you're doing it an extremely cold day, you might have to heat up the cabin or just wait to use it after you have pasted this, and just go around and align it, and then just paste this and hold it in place, and the glue will stick onto the screen, and that's it. Like, this is installed here. Now we just need to power this unit, and they send you 2 different cabling options. There is one USB-C to USB-A. This is the one where you route that cable and then plug it into the glove box if you have in your car with the USB-A in your glove box. Now if you don't have that, then you can just route the USB-C cable all the way to the back, and this, you can still do this for all the other cars as well, is you just plug this in and then you route this all the way to the back of the central console, so USB-C to C. And to make that connection, they actually thought this through, which I'm glad, is there's a USB-C input here and on the other side as well, so that for the right-hand drive as well as left-hand drive market, this is applicable. And all you do is, as you see, it is a 90-degree bend with the USB-C, and you simply just plug this in. So you're good to go. Now it is all about wire routing and your OCD level of where you want to put this. You can route this all the way up here, come through down, and then route it through the bottom. Or if you're going to put it on the glove box, just come through here. There's going to be a gap. I'll show you in just a second to plug this in. But after this, all is all about wire routing and how you power it. As I said earlier, you can also just plug this into a power bank and this starts working. It just needs power, not any type of data connection to the car. So on a newer car where you have this USB-A in the glove box, then you can just come through down there, pass it from under the bottom, and then plug it into this USB-A. So you have got power there. You're gonna need a USB-A splitter that they sent with the kit. And if you don't have a newer car where that is not an option, is then you can route the cable from the top, go from the side here, go through that edge, and then go all the way to the back central console. Now we just plugged it in, we powered it on, and it just says loading because we haven't connected to the app or anything. This is literally just plugged in, and if you look at it, it does nothing. All these buttons because we haven't connected with the app yet. So if you look at it here, it still says loading. I don't know where the camera, if it is flickering, it's not. It's just the changes in frequency here. And this is the app. So it's the Control Bar app that you download from the App Store or Google Play Store. You hit continue, you enable Bluetooth. If the Bluetooth is enabled. Now, this is the part where you need to give this Control Bar access to your Tesla account. And many people have mixed opinion about this. You are just letting them connect to the Tesla's information so they can control the car, which is a scary step, but at the same time, Tesla actually gives this company a token and it shows everything like click here how to keep your data safe, but you still have to do that. We are in North America and we are just going to log in using our Tesla. So let me log in here and then I'll let you know how that goes. When you get to this step, it actually shows you which of this do you want. Profile, vehicle commands, vehicle charging management. So whatever you want to give access to, you can. You can unselect some of this. You can select all of it. It all depends on what this needs. I think it should just need the vehicle command, but this all is available here and you just hit allow and there you go. Now you have got Model 3 and Y because I have got two different cars. So I'm just going to let this Model 3 because that's what we are connecting here. I'm just going to hit OK. So at this step, it actually asks you update required. It says Tesla now requires all Model 3 and Y owners to control send information commands with end-to-end encryption. And you need to add actually this device, this app as a virtual key. So we're going to add it as a virtual key. And it allows you like, do you approve or not approve? And we say approve. And it's a success. Greenmission.cloud has a virtual key and it added as a virtual key. We go back to this Control Bar app and start the search. It says Control Bar connected. We do continue and it says new update for the Control Bar. It says update is now available. So go to update. It says update available, which is great. We're going to hit update. So after you go through the software update on the Control Bar itself, this is what the app looks like. I'm screen recording this, so I hope to show you in a bigger font on the side here as well. Hopefully that works out. But basically, this is what the app does. And this one is empty on the screen here. There's just a Bluetooth sign. That means it's connected. On the bottom of the app, it also shows that the Bluetooth is connected, the car is connected, the Wi-Fi is connected. So everything is connected to the app with the Bluetooth unit here. Now from here, you can then start programming these buttons. If you look at it, I haven't programmed anything here. It is all by default, but I haven't pasted any stickers because I want to be able to program this and show you what that looks like. The knobs, they just control the climate. So if I was to press on one of these knobs here, it just says sets the temperature. If we go to the next one, it just says set the temperature. So that's the entire function of the knob, is to just control the climate. It doesn't do anything else, but there is also some embedded functions within, such as seat heating and some of the stuff that we'll go over here in just a second. But just from the initial look of it, it is just doing the climate control. Now moving on to button 1 through 6. If you look at it, there are 6 buttons here. So you can program those buttons individually. So first one, it says, if we go to button 1, you can then program this button to do any of this information here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Looks like there's 13 total functions, and you have 6 buttons, so you can choose from any of this. And it says press and hold the function to unveil its related information. So you can just press and hold, and it says this function maintains the car's interior climate even if when it is parked. If you want to do dog mode, it activates the dog mode. So it shows that like what it does, which is cool that it actually tells you, which is also pretty self-explanatory what it does. So that is button 1. It just keeps the climate on even after you exit the vehicle. If we go to button 2, then you can adjust this to whatever you want. Right now it is seat heater, so I want to be able to control the seat heating. And then it also shows you have already programmed the rest of the buttons to do this if you wanted to change it. So it shows all of that information. Button 3, and you get the idea. You can just choose whatever you want. So for button 3, I'm going to control the LED on or off, let's say. And if I go here, it says button successfully updated. Now if we were to go to button 2 and come back to button 3, it says LED on or off. So that's how simple it is. You can program it super easy. It's a very easy tile programming where you can just go through and update it. Very limited functions still. They say they are going to add more functions in the future, but this is everything you can do right now, and you can program it to any of these buttons. So for, let's say, button 4, if I want the max heater, which is defrosting the car, so car's maximum heating on and off, providing a rapid and intense heat when needed. So those are all programmed, and that's it. There's not much to this here, other than it shows in the very main screen 1 through 6 what each of these buttons do and what they are set to. So button 1 is climate control, keep climate control on, and that's what it will do. So let's go through and test a few things from these buttons to see if it correlates to the screen. So first of all, this knob just controls the climate on both sides. So if you look at it, it is going to 66, 67, and it just takes a second for it to update it, unfortunately, because it is going through the Bluetooth, through the Tesla's app, and all needs to be connected. This is not directly wired to the car, so it's not instant like some of the other products that we have seen. It actually needs to go through the Bluetooth to the app and then update it. So it takes just a second depending on the internet connection here, but this does work. And sorry, this is not flickering like this. It's just the refresh rate mismatch with my camera versus this screen, that's why it's flickering. But if you look at it, it does update it. So we can lower the temperature, we can go all the way to low, and if you look at it, it just took a second for it to get there, but eventually it gets to low, and that's what you see here. So 60, 61, so that's the climate, and both of these knobs do the exact same thing, just control it. Now for this knob, button 1, number 1, we had selected so that it does the climate control, keep climate control on, and actually wanted to see if it updates here. So yes, so keep climate control on, it actually updated there, and it shows right here that is going to keep the climate control on. And if I put that, it's off, and you see that updated here as well. So we decrease the fan speed for the noise, but that's what it does. For this second button, we had set the seat heater. So what it did is it did the seat heater to 3 on both sides. And if I press it again, it says 2, and it updated to just 2 there. And then if I did it one more time, it updated to just intensity level 1. And if I did 0, then it took out the seat heater. So that's actually a really good thing about this compared to some of the other units that we have tested. It actually updates it on the screen. So if we look at it, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So then it actually updates the seat heater on the screen, which is really nice. It actually shows all of that information in the screen. For this third one, I believe we have set the LED control. So LED control, so LED turn on in the bottom. We'll show you what this looks like at nighttime, but this actually has a press and hold feature. So if we press and hold here, it shows the LED and the knob, and you can actually use this knob here to change the LED color, which is really cool that you can change the color from multiple LEDs. There's LEDs in the bottom, and they're pretty bright. We'll show you in the nighttime what that looks like, but you can multi-use this button to change some of that LED information. So that's the LED. Button 4, we are set to defrost. So if you look at it, it's defrosting, and turn that off. 5, we had set it to lock and unlock the car. So it locked the car and it unlocked the car. So it just takes a second again. It's not going to be instant, but that's what we set it to. And finally, button 6 is we had set it to dog mode earlier. So if we did that, the dog mode turns on and that actually updates it and you can turn this off. So those are all the 6 buttons. This is the ambient light at complete darkness and it actually looks really good. It covers a lot of area. If you see that seat area here in the front. So the ambient light is actually very decent and it is all coming from the bottom down there. If you look at it, and as I said earlier, you can actually set this so that we press and hold, this setting comes up and we're able to change the light. So now blue, red, you get the idea. Now, since this knob changes the color, this actually changes the intensity of the light. So you can dim it further, and really go into a very, very dim mode. It's almost off. And you can really adjust this versus if we turn this out, as you see, it gets to the maximum brightness here. So I've been using this for about a week now and the Bluetooth connects every single time. I just need to make sure that the app is running in the background. So it is open and running and that's it. The Tesla app is running, the Ctrl Bar app is running, and this automatically connects. I have had no issues. I'm using it iPhone 14 Pro Max and this connects every single time. Once I get in the car, it takes just a second for this Bluetooth to pop up and it connects. No audio issues, nothing. So it seamlessly connects when I go into the car. Now my iPhone supports dual Bluetooth and it is connected to the car's media. So it says Shiva's iPhone and then this is also connected. So I'm able to use this at the same time. So if you look at it, this is working and I'm also getting the audio from here. So I just wanted to make sure that it works for both things and it does. I can still get the audio and multimedia from the car's audio at the same time connected to this with the Bluetooth. All right, so I showed you the installation, I showed you all the features, functionality, everything that exists in this product. Let's talk about my verdict. Let's just start with my likes, move on to my dislikes. I really like the installation part of it. Super easy, doesn't require any connection to the car. You just paste this with the adhesive and it installs in no time. You just connect this to power, connect to Bluetooth. There's not much involved with the installation process, non-invasive installation, and Tesla doesn't even know that this product is connected because it's not connected to the computer or anything. So installation piece of it, I really like. I also like the aesthetic of it because it blends in with the Tesla. And if you are thinking, rolling your eyes right now, no, Tesla does not need buttons or knobs, then yeah, everybody has their opinion. You may not like it. Some people might like it, but it feels very embedded within the Tesla and it goes with the minimalist interior of the Tesla. It doesn't look out of place or bulky or anything. It just kind of goes and fits within the Tesla here. So I think they did a really good job with the implementation of the installation as well as the aesthetic and how this fits with the Tesla. Now, not needing a connection to the OBD port is a really good thing, but it also has its downside. And that is where this falls short for me a little bit. Because you can only use the things that are applicable, the commands that are applicable that you see on your Tesla app. So you can only do the climate, the control of the trunk and the front, some of the defrosting settings, some of the music setting, because they are all available through your Tesla app. So this can only be programmed with whatever is available on your Tesla app, because other than, like, it doesn't open the glove box, it does not control the seat, it does not unlatch the door, it does not control the wiper, because those are not available in your Tesla app. If they were available in your Tesla app, then you could do it, because what this product is doing is it is connected to Bluetooth to its own app, then the app is connected to the Tesla app, and the app can tell Tesla app what to do. It's not connected to the car in the conventional way like how we do it with OBD, so you can't control any of that. Now, the company did say that they are working on a OBD support. So in the future, there might be a OBD control, which means there's going to be a lot more features that you can program into these buttons, but the features are very limited right now because it is not connected to the OBD, so you can't directly control the car. There is also that slight delay I talked about because for the same reason it is connected to the app, and then the app is telling the car, so it is going to of course have a delay depending on your internet connection. So when they make this a volume control for the passenger, I know I can do this here, but I think it would be nice if the passengers could just use this as a volume control. Maybe have a button that goes between the volume and climate. Right now, you can control the climate through here for the passenger. Both of these knobs do the same thing, and these knobs are not programmable, so I can't change it. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. They should have made this a volume control. And why not add like few more buttons here to do different things? So that was another missed opportunity, I thought. And then another thing is you need to keep the app open. It could be in the background, but you need the app for this control bar open at all times. You can't just close the app or your phone be away from the Bluetooth. I mean, your phone needs to be in the car for Tesla's functions as well, for certain functions. Not everything, but the Bluetooth needs to be connected. Otherwise, the walk away lock function may not work on Tesla. So if you already have that Bluetooth on, then I don't know if it is such a big deal to just leave the app open, especially because it works on the background. But just keep that in mind. The control bar app needs to be open for all of this to work. So with that, what are your feedback, your likes, your dislikes? What would you like this company to focus on in the future to update any of this information, any of the software? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you already have this product, would you mind letting me know how your experience has been? Is the company periodically sending you updates? Because I saw 2 updates back to back when I connected it for the first time, but I haven't used this product for much longer. So please let me know your comments so everybody could benefit. Anything that you want to let me know, please use the comment section below. Thank you very much for your continued support to the channel. We'll be back again with another Tesla accessory.